Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's silly o'clock here in the UK and it's still dark. My family are fast asleep and I'm barely awake. I'm off for an early morning sunrise seascape session. As I drink my morning coffee to get me awake, I stand outside and appreciate nature, and the birds are singing me a pretty song, and I have a warm feeling that this is going to be a beautiful morning. Shut up, you cock! Except for that cockerel. Here we are, silly o'clock, down at the beach. The sun's just about peeking its head over the back there, over them clouds, and I'm about to put the Bronica ETRS on the tripod, stick a load of film in there. I've got Tmax 100 Kodak and also Ilford Delta 100, both T-grain films. I'm not doing a comparison between the two, I just thought I'd bring them two out and shoot both of them. Oops, and see what we get. But it is nice to come out and do early morning photography like this, especially sunrise. I went past the local golf club, and that's a video that I intend to do in the future. You know, golf clubs are great. You've got a massive amount of land, you can just walk around, and generally you've got trees and stuff. And this morning I went past it, there was this beautiful mist just lifting up off the ground, and I nearly swerved in there, but no, I'm on the mission of some seascapes this morning. So this is my first shot. You can see these wave breakers here, and what these do is stops the waves as they come crashing up. It just breaks the waves so it doesn't go flying over the road, you know. So that's what these are for. We've got most of these are on our beaches in the UK. So if you ever wonder what these things are, that's what they do. They stop the... But they're nice to take photographs of, and the sunrise is just coming up over there at the moment, so it's starting to light up this side. And I've got all this lovely clean sand as well over there, so I purposely haven't gone stepping over that way. Sand is beautiful, there's no dog tracks, no foot tracks, nothing. All I've got to do is a quick meter up, and I'm going to keep my metering simple. I'm going to use my spot meter and just meter on the darkest part of the scene where I want a little bit of detail, the old cliche. That'll give me middle grey. And then all I need to do is come 2 stops under that to bring everything back in line. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll fix it in the darkroom. Just give me F11 at 2 seconds. I've got to work out a bit of reciprocity, so I'm going to go 3 seconds and see what we get. Oh, that sunrise is coming up. Done. Getting a little bit brighter now, so I've got F11 at 1 second now, so that's good. No reciprocity failures to worry about there. It's quite nice, a little bit of reflection on the water, some stones in front of me, and I have to work relatively quick with my metering because that light is changing so quickly. Done. And the only trouble is, what I forgot was something, because of this wet sand, to put on the bottom of my tripod, like some, I usually use DVD covers or something like that. I forgot them, so maybe stones might help in this situation. And because the tide's going out, I can get a bit closer. You can see the light behind me, it's really coming up. So it's changing very quickly, which I want to keep at those lower shutter speeds for the time being and smaller apertures to get these little bit of motion in the water, you know. So for this one I'm going to get really low down and get those sand ripples there. Oh, that light is coming up quick. Definitely should have bought my DVD covers. It should settle itself. Got another shot here, camera's already set up. That lovely big water hole there has got some really nice reflections going on. So let's take a shot of that. I think I'm using the same meter in f11 1 second. You guys seriously did think I was going to wear flip-flops down the beach, do you? Hope you like the intro. Just a bit of fun. But I do actually have key codes on my cupboard for my cameras. It's called Camera Vault 1. I've got a Camera Vault 2 and Camera Vault 3 as well. So if you ever break in my house, that wasn't the code. Oh, this looks nice. I like this here. I'm keeping everything landscape as well. I'm not going into portrait mode at all. I usually do, but not today. And I have to stay this side of anything that I want to take photographs of, because that's where the light is. The light's hitting this nicely. If I go the other side, it's darker. Now most of you guys know me, I'm not a snob when it comes to photography. I just enjoy taking pictures, period, and that's it. But one thing that really drives me mad on my own photographs is my horizons. I love them straight, dead straight. And sometimes they're not perfect, so I have to just adjust it slightly in the darkroom when I'm making a print. But whenever I'm taking a seascape or any landscape, if my horizon's wonky, it just totally kills it dead, you know? So I've pretty much already come for what I want, those scenes there. I've got another roll, don't forget, the Kodak Tmax to shoot in a moment. But I'm just going to now shoot the rest of this roll on this sea, taking various exposures and see what I get. Here it comes. That was 1 second. We'll try another one, just as it goes back. There. And you get these little tiny white ripples on top. As they go back, they should streak at 1 second, a quarter of a second. Here it comes. Just a quarter of a second. And another one there while the water's right near the edge. Done. So that's the Ilford Delta done. Rewinding it back now. About time as well, because there's some nutcase over there with his dog decides to come down here at silly o'clock. Probably thinks the same about me. I'm going to put the Tmax in the camera now. I'm going to put the GoPro in the bag. I'm going to put my earphones on, listen to a little bit of music, and just spend another hour down here taking some photographs. It's really, really beautiful. And do you know why it's beautiful? There's no people, there's no traffic, there's no cars, there's no parking meter attendance over there. Yeah, it's just so peaceful. I must try that golf course though. I must get to that golf course one early morning and see what I can get. Let me know in the comments if you reckon I should. Or do you go to golf courses in the morning, take pictures? There's that dog. He's going to sniff me and everything. No, he's gone past. Morning. For the development of both films, I used Zone Imaging's 510 Pyro. It's a developer that I often use for my scapes, and especially with these T-grain films, the grain is hardly noticeable, which is what I like on these type of photographs. I did appear to have a problem with the Delta 100. I had strange looking artifacts all over the negatives. I must add the Delta film is out of date by a few months and it was sent to me recently by one of my subscribers, but when I look at the backing paper under close inspection I can see exactly the same on the backing paper, so maybe this might have been a moisture problem where the film was taken out of a freezer and thawed out and dried or whatever. I don't know, I've never seen it before, and if any of you have seen this before please let me know your thoughts in the comments. So I've been in the darkroom for shit on that. Jobby print, lucky it didn't like toast, it landed the other side up apart from the butter. Yeah, that makes sense. I've been in the darkroom for a couple of hours now making some prints, and this is probably one of my favourites. These footsteps in the sand, they weren't my footsteps. I don't know whose they were. On the way back I saw those. So this is a 16 by 12 inch print. Little footsteps, and you've got everything else going on in the background. I focused on this area when I took the shot, so the background is very slightly out of focus, soft focus, but I think that's a really nice photograph that I caught there. And the other one I liked was these steps. As I was walking back to my car I noticed that these steps went up like this and the black sand in the background was kind of meeting it at the edge there. So I took the shot and I made the print, and I'm glad I did because I actually find it quite a nice composition, something different. You know, these things you don't see every day sort of thing. I walked past that loads of times, never even seen that composition before, but I quite liked it. And then I did one more print, which was the groin there with the port hand marker in the middle. I thought that was quite a nice photograph, so I printed that one. This is on 10 by 8 Ilford Warmtone paper with Warmtone developer, so this is a Warmtone print. I'll be putting 2 of these on the Etsy page, guys, so if you want to purchase one of these prints, support the channel, jump on there. There'll be 2 up for grabs. Quite like that one. And so yeah, shame about the Ilford film, but you know, you live and learn. I've never seen that before, and I'm sure that it was you know, moisture from where it came out of a fridge at the previous owner before it was sent to me. So you know, these things happen, and I'm not that upset about it because I can go back there and do it again. In fact, I Tmax film, so I'm glad I took 2 films. But anything like that, if it's not that important, I can just get up in the morning, go back and shoot it again. It's no big deal. So I hope you enjoyed the video of me mucking about in the morning. I'll catch you next time.